Hi, it's Miss Heather from Conservatory of the Ozarks, and I'm here at work working on some book orders right now. I'm kind of feeling a little discouraged because I found out this morning that my new assistant is not going to be able to continue because she has some very sad and unfortunate things in her personal life happening right now that she's got to deal with. And, not that I hold that against her at all, because that happens sometimes. But, for me, it's just kind of difficult because it just feels like, I don't know, you keep trying to piece things back together, and it's just like one thing after another that keeps going wrong. It feels like emotional whiplash, like I thought the conservatory was going to be closing because of COVID. And that was really difficult emotionally. That was really hard to process. But I kind of came to terms with it and tried to talk myself into feeling excited about teaching from home. And then found out I could stay open for at least a little while longer. So just a couple days from closing, revamp everything and get excited about figuring out how to make it work with what we have now. And I think maybe I haven't had a chance to sit down and count everything, but I think maybe about half the teachers weren't able to stay because we found out we didn't have to close, the day before we were supposed to close. So you can't always change directions on such short notice. And so it's tricky because I'm trying to figure out, we need another teacher to replace, these teachers who are gone. Where can I find somebody who would be good for this? And I've been through so many assistants over the years, and every time it's so much time to train and to try to, help the person understand what needs to be done and how I want it done and da-da-da-da-da. And then over and over again, it just happens, because I can't afford to pay, tons and tons of money. So I think it's going to be hard for me always to find somebody who, is worth it to them to do the work, and they have the right personality to do the job, which is pretty independent, because I'm not real interested in sitting here and telling you what to do all the time, because if I have to do that, it's just faster to, just do the job myself. So, finding somebody who's got the right personality, the right kind of, the right kind of personality for the job, and has the time, and they don't need a full-time income, just something supplemental, and then they're in it for the long haul. And the thought of going through the whole process of rehiring all these people and training them on what to do, teachers and an assistant, it just seems really overwhelming. And I don't know, discouraging. Sometimes when you keep running into roadblocks on a project or your direction in life, it's always tough to know what to do. I remember when I was in college, I lost the ability to sing because I damaged my vocal folds. And so I couldn't sing my senior recital. I sang my junior recital and I passed that, but then I, couldn't sing after that. And I still had to learn my whole recital, but I never could get, the doctor to clear me to sing again. So that was very frustrating, and I remember I had to go through this whole appeals process to try to see if I could do an alternate project and graduate still, because it was my senior year, and they weren't obligated to let me do that. They could just tell me I couldn't graduate till I restored my vocal health, if they wanted to. And so I was talking to somebody in the administration at the college I went to, and he said something that it was like exactly what I was thinking in my head, so it was kind of funny that he said it out loud. But it's always hard to know when God puts an obstacle in your pathway, or, life, God allows it to happen to you or something. Does that obstacle mean, you should work really hard and push through this because it's just like a difficult learning experience, and on the other side of this, you're going to be better, everything's going to be improved, and you will have learned from it? Or is that a sign that you are going the wrong way and you're banging your head against the wall of a dead end and you need to just give up because you are supposed to be changing directions? So it's always hard to know when things are difficult, like, what is the right thing? Is this difficult because I should not be doing this and I should just give up on it? Or is it difficult because I need to find a way around this obstacle so I can learn and grow and improve? And I feel conflicted about that right now, if I'm being honest, because of course, shoot, I'm going to get emotional if I talk about this very much, but I mean, of course, if I could pick, I wouldn't have the conservatory die. I mean, that means that all my adult life, like my work, my career, my whole adult life has been a waste of time and pointless. And I mean, yeah, I learned from it, and I wouldn't take it back. I don't regret doing what I've done at the conservatory, even if it does close. But it does feel like a lot of work down the drain, because you're trying to build this organization, and then if the organization fails because you didn't do a good enough job because you're the head of it and it's your organization, so guess you didn't do a good enough job, or else it would have survived and thrived. That stinks. So of course I would want it to stay open, but at the same time, I'm getting married and I want to try and start a family. And even if that weren't the case, I don't want to have to work as much as I am right now, where I'm working, doing like the administrative stuff here at the conservatory, and I don't get paid for it. And I do the events stuff and I don't get paid for it. And it's fine. If it's just for me and my students, I guess that's fine because it's not that much to do. But when it's for a whole organization and the organization isn't actually making money, then like, how long do you keep trying to make it work? I don't really know, because like I've been trying for 12 years and now it's going to be like starting all over again. So it's just a lot. It's a lot to pick up the pieces and start over again. And I don't know if I have it in me. It's just so much to rebuild. So that's kind of a sad downer of a video. But one way or the other, we're going to be open for the next several months because we have funding to stay open no matter what happens. So I've got time to think about it and decide. And honestly, I have to say, like, part of me was kind of glad when I found out that that the assistant wasn't going to work out anymore, because that means I don't have to plan a bunch of meetings before I start teaching every day to teach her how to do her job. But if I get a new person, I'm still going to have to do that. And the new teachers, since if I get a new assistant, the assistant will be new and won't know how to give the new teachers orientation. So it's just like a lot of extra time. And it's like I'm getting older and I've put so much extra time and work into this. It's like I was hoping at this point in my life, at this age, that I would just be able to kind of show up and teach, and the organization would be supporting itself and running itself. And I could enjoy teaching and having my students be a part of the conservatory, but I wouldn't be having to spend all my extra time or money keeping it going. So it's a hard call. We'll see what happens over the next several months. And I'll keep everybody updated, but that's how it's going today. But I'll see you guys later. Hope everybody has a good day. It's gloomy and raining here, but I kind of like fall days like this. It's cozy to be inside teaching music lessons. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.